Oh, hello, everyone. I just want to open up by saying hello and welcome, and also thank you to Beyonce for the subscription. All of the money, before you even know who we are, just so you know, all of the money goes directly into this organization and helps to pay for fun things like in-person events or marketing materials or league prizes, for example. Wait, who am I? It's a great question. Also, hi, Kat. Hi, John. I think I saw Beyonce. Hello, Calamity. Hello, India. Incredible to have you all here. Gunny, do you want to say who we are and what we? Also, you may notice that Robin's not here. Robin abandoned us in our time of need. And so in her place, we have today Justin Gunny Hartman from the League of Legends League. He's a new recruit to the world of Fortnite, but an experienced caster and member here at CMSA eSports. Justin, do you want to tell people what CMSA is, what we're about, what we do?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jake. I'm going to use all of my days of experience to do my best through these Fortnite games here. But if you don't know, we're CMSA eSports. CMSA, Chicago Metropolitan Sports Association, happens to be the largest LGBTQIA plus provider of sports and fun in the Midwest, really. And we're the esports division. So a lot of you, I think, have come out to see us in person. We had our live of in person where we're not just little boxes on the screen. We were out and about in Chicago, and if you're in the area or not, want to hang out with us in person or online, you've come to the right place. So you can
Truly.
find us on our beautiful website, cmsaesports.com. Get into the Discord and come join us for some fun, whether you're good at the game or you're me.
Yes, we pride ourselves on creating a recreational sports experience, which means even baddies like Justin can thrive and have a fun time and find community. We have just linked also the Discord and the website here, so you can find those. We have a ton of leagues that for things like Fortnite, if you can imagine, but also League of Legends, Overwatch, Dead by Daylight, uh, Dungeons and Dragons. We're working on a fighting league. We kind of do it all if you think about
Hand-to-hand combat is what I heard too. I can't believe they're going to let us stream that.
it. Yes, we're gonna be streaming our physical fight club as well soon. It is recreational, so if anybody is interested, even if you don't have experience, you too can get beat up by other LGBTQIA plus people. Be a really fun time. So Gunny, what are you looking forward to tonight? You said you have days of experience. What do you
Solid,
think you're gonna
solid
see out
days.
here?
I think I have a little bit of understanding of the items that we have right now. I am certainly no Robin, so I hope you do not expect any detailed information. But I've seen a lot of cool play from boogies. I know we talked about this on the stream last week. Those boogie bombs being very effective against those scary, scary vehicles, which seem to be pretty good in the meta right now. Jake, is that far off of what I've been seeing
No, that's pretty solid.
lately?
The cars were nerfed a little bit, I believe, so things are a little less intense. Re the cars, but it's still a pretty car-centric meta. I feel like they included in here something to like heal up your cars immediately by running through a box, and also you can run through cactuses and heal cars, which is kind of new. So I think people are still enjoying that and finding a lot of success. Being able to strap a machine gun to a car, especially in like a trios or duos situation, is pretty significant, I would say.
Yeah,
So that's
there's a lot of good mobility too, just in general, with the fists being there. I know shockwaves for somebody who knows what they're doing can be very, very helpful.
big
But
fan.
fists,
I will
great.
say, I don't know. Have you played with the fists at all?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is within my days realm.
Okay, fantastic. I will say fists probably one of my least favorite pieces of mobility that they've had. I really miss last season where they had some really good, and I would argue more fun movement.
Ooh, what
It's
movement was
just
that?
they had
What
these
was I missing?
wings. You just like strap wings to your back and you can float, and it's like a little less dynamic maybe, but it was fun. It was a good time.
I'll say the fists for a newer player are pretty friendly. Give you mobility without maybe needing that much skill or forethought, which is very two of my attributes that I hold very strong in this game.
I really
But as
respect your transparency with that. What I'll say is, I do love that they have a physical damage component. Like being able to punch someone right off the bat is a good time.
it
Something
is.
else. So we're watching drops now. Looks pretty well distributed right now, which is disappointing. We'd love to see a fight at the beginning. Um,
It's
Today,
like
for
an
the first time,
early drop.
we're doing
Oh, go
something
ahead, Jay.
new and different. The top 5 players in the league are now being faced with a really interesting challenge system. So the challenge for the next 2 games is that our top 5 players cannot use boogie bombs. So they are going to be, unfortunately, unable to kind of counter the cars in that easy way, and gonna have to get a little more creative, I think, which I'm excited to see.
Yeah, what's being referred to as dancing is a crime. That's no boogie bombs for those top 5 on the leaderboard. But we're seeing a lot of people bunching up around this northeast sector of the map here. So maybe we will get that early fight, Jake.
Yeah, look, honestly, when I play this game, if I see people floating around me, I get a little nervous. But the red and magenta teams here do not seem to have that same concern, unfortunately. Or maybe not unfortunately. I will also say, what's it called? The skin theme today is high school, so everyone is supposed to have a jock, a nerd, and a bad boy. Is that what it is?
Jock, nerd, and bad boy. And if you want to do any combination of those 3, you can. So we're going to look out for the teams that went triple bad boy here. See.
Yes. We're nervous. Weren't boogie bombs an OG item? I believe they were. Okay, it looks like red team figured out that maybe this was not the place they wanted to be. And I would argue that that was probably a smart call for them.
Yeah, exiting stage right here.
Very...
There's a lot of teams in this area.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's pretty well spread out for the start. Obviously, once the circle closes in, I'm thinking this magenta team and blue team are going to crash into the orange one, but maybe not. We're seeing Banty. It looks like she might be going aggro on this green player.
Yeah, this could be a man advantage here in this fight. I don't think everybody's here on this blue squad, so green also a little bit far away as the fight starts to break out. Banty gonna take a little bit of damage. Has almost full shield though at this point as we regroup for the team fight.
Doing pretty well, and having boogie bombs this early is probably gonna pay off for her. I'm wondering if the third green team member is gonna come join up. They did end up. All right, Zeke has come back. It looks like 1 is down from green, 2 is down from green. Sleepy Pandas is the last one left. Oh, wow. That is the first, the first team down. Looks like Zeke was out killing a mob, getting the medal and the mythic gloves. But it did not pay off because on his way back, he and the team were wiped out, unfortunately.
Yeah. Man advantage there, and that's a lot of resources sitting down in the early game, getting the fizz here, hopefully back to full shield, a little bit of damage on Banty, but plenty of time before the next team fight, I would assume. I think they're the only ones really in this area now at this point.
Yeah, they have got plenty of room. I'm wondering if they're gonna pivot down to the Nitro Dome, see if they can get some more buffs. But coming out of this with the mythic gloves and the medal is gonna really set them up for victory, or for success, I think, later on.
Yeah, Southside looking like a lot of fighting there. I think the red team was the one that was on the north end of the map right now, and probably not gonna see action for a little while. And if you're like me and relatively new, that's really your strategy. Is you're probably not fighting anybody. Yeah, 5th, 6th, 7th circle. That's great.
Yes, it looks like this magenta team's about to drive into this slate blue team. Although, no, it looks like they figured it out, and they are not going to engage with them.
Oh, the flip tricks here.
Really
they do have the vehicle, but no
No upgrades right
Yeah,
now.
no upgrades,
So
really.
kind of just the base, which is, not bad. I still think that that's worth having, but looks like they're going to try to find themselves some upgrades. That is the next course of action for this Magenta team.
They should. Otherwise, it's really not worth the fuel economy in that large SUV.
Yeah, you're definitely giving a little bit of information away by driving around without any defenses. We've got Magenta up here. Looks like they're going to be driving straight into this Lavender team, which I'm very excited for. Sassagarian hopping out of the car. Everyone is dipping into the water, which I think is really smart here. This is the underworld water that gives you some blink charges.
Yeah,
John
the
said,
triple blink charge.
I just walk around and enjoy the view and run away at the first smell of danger. John, you and I play the exact same way is what I'm hearing. I don't really engage with the fighting. I think violence is wrong.
Yeah, this is really a pacifist game in actuality.
Yes.
It's like regular life. You just wait for the storm and natural causes to take its place.
Oh, India in the chat said, nice to see you, Justin. What an absolute pleasure.
Hi, India.
And thank you, India.
And Jake, you're here too. I don't know if everybody knew that, but Jake is joining us.
All right, Magenta has eyes on this little Lavender team. They are not stoked, and they are getting out. Okay.
I, as a primarily non-Fortnite player, love a little bit of those cheese mechanics where even in a two-seater car, you can just have somebody stand on top of it
and hang out.
And it finally didn't work out once, where you're just holding still to get a couple headshots in.
I think when you go through the little rocket gates or the nitro gates, it ejects you pretty immediately, which I think is
pretty
really
violent from what I've seen.
Yeah. Also, John, yes, thank you. I'm in my mustache era. It is the summer, so I need to have I'm looking for a little bit of cool. Can't have too much face hair right now.
It's giving cool.
Thank you. Stop it. All right, let's hop in on the Banty Tone Malone and Zader Wolf teams. Do you think this was meant to be the nerd, like an anime kid?
The anime kid nerd. Do we have the do bad boys wear onesies?
This is a bad boy. This feels.
Oh,
like
there's the bad boy.
I feel like. And then.
Oh, that's the jock. Yeah.
The jock. Yeah, for sure. This makes sense. This is a pretty good team. I like that they kind of took an interesting tack for the bad boy. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a huge engager. This is car-on-car violence. Both upgraded at this point. Is that the spikes cow pusher there?
Oh,
a lot of damage and a boogie.
The triple boogie. Great move. Taking out Queef Erickson. Banty. Oh, Banty getting another boogie bomb off. Taking out that whole team. Congrats to, what is this? Is this yellow or blue? Slate blue, I think.
Slate blue. Yeah, the jock, of course, looking for some exercise, getting boogie bombs down, dancing everywhere.
Just absolutely going full Zumba on them. Really, really just absolutely showing off. I love it. Wow, congratulations to Banty and team. I'm going to hop over to this Lavender team that looks like they are about to be engaging with Team Red.
A lot of car fights here, and we leave Banty's team with a great upgraded car, and we go right to another one, though.
Yeah, it looks like they are disengaging with this red team, but it looks like the red team might be following. I am seeing T-Swizzle is a little bit behind his team and is unfortunately being absolutely shot at in the air.
Is this our nerd here again? Are we going anime nerds?
Oh, I didn't even look at the skin. That's a great question. This car does give anime nerd. Okay, and T-Sizzle driving through an NPC, absolutely showing off.
Gonna try to hightail it out of here because there's no damage ability unless you're gonna switch positions just to take some shots. So, Jake now.
T-Sizzle is continuing to stay engaged despite having no shields on his person and no upgrades on the car right now.
There we go. Was that off-road tires?
We're hopping over to now the rest of his team. Yeah, it looks like T Sizzle is continuing to chase, which I find very intense.
Just on their own objectives right now. And we'll wait until maybe T Sizzle catches up here. No, they only have a grenade launcher, and I've heard a lot of talk about the machine gun being the preferred damage weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the grenade launcher has the downside of every grenade launcher ever, which is you get a bounce between, there's a bounce between the explosion and damage, and it's hard to, I think it's hard to aim. I don't know if other people have that same problem. Maybe I'm worse, but...
I find it no harder to aim than anything else in this game, but when you're bad, that's how it works. And T Sizzle just Tokyo drifting into this team here.
T Sizzle absolutely uninterested. Oh, okay. It looks like I Need a Bang is hanging out downstairs, looting this dungeon, while Skylar Brooke is alone in this car.
Just shooting away, sitting in that shooting passenger seat here.
An absolute sitting duck. I think if the red team actually went for an engagement here, they would probably end up in a really good spot. But I think they're scared off by the grenade. And now I Need a Bang's back with a full reset and is it looks like ready to get going.
I didn't see the weapons that they had either, but I know getting something like a crossbow is pretty strong. Here. Oh my goodness. This time in the storm, though, so might end up with a couple kills as both teams are threatening to go in there.
Okay, Rob Coulter has joined the enemy's car. It looks like, I don't know if he has a
There's a carjacking.
Okay, it looks like CR Barry is out. It looks like... Oh, Rob Coulter getting a boogie bomb off, getting his friends out, but wasn't quite enough, and is gonna pass away for that. I'm interested. It looks like Official Genovia over here. Gonna see if he can avenge his fallen bud.
Oh, looking for card. Yeah, but it's pretty shallow into the storm right now, but you're still going into 3. Can you get in and out? Not a ton of movement. Taking damage from the mortars, actually getting the bounce and hitting it. Somebody out there knows how to shoot those, and it's not me.
It's
Official Genovia is out.
Oh, Official Genovia taking some fall damage, but immediately into the water. Looks like the red team is going to take the jump pad over, white team is going to take the jump pad and get themselves a little further into storm and move on with their lives, which I love for them.
Fall damage is something I'm still working on. I'm very well known for being less than 100 health with no one around.
Too much Apex. We're going to hop in on CR Barry, actually. Looks like she is going to fly right into the red team. But red team at a bit of a significant disadvantage with Official Genovia pretty injured and down one player.
This little Nimbus cloud is fantastic, but it's coming in and taking a lot of damage.
Now CR Barry has decided to let them get this off, I think.
Yeah, and Genovia's gonna drop here.
Yeah,
momentarily.
Unfortunately, it appears that Lady Thor may have paused the reboot. I think if she had kept on it, she may have been able to get it off. Yeah, unfortunately, not able to get away. She had some pretty great movement, though. I was very impressed with her ability to kind of dodge and dash around. We're hopping in on another fight happening. So sorry.
And we're dancing, though. We thought we were fighting. We're busy. They're right on each other. An immediate headshot.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Let's hop over to Sasgarian, who is running away from that fight. They said, I'm going to live on and survive for my team, and I am going to resurrect them later, which I think is not
This little piggy went home.
And this little piggy was smart to do it, I think. So it looks like Yellow Team just got the loot island with Lavender Team driving under. They probably just heard that the loot was gotten and said, we're going to get on out of here. Oh, India just got 3rd in a solo. Congratulations. That's pretty impressive, frankly. I don't remember the last time that I've played a solo game. I see Silas here in the storm. Looks like he's probably resurrecting his team. Storm's only hitting for once. It's a good time to be doing this. He's got plenty of mobility with the gloves. Oh, and a car, I guess, as well. A fully upgraded car. So it looks like he's going to be all right.
Got plenty of resources here. I do love that option just to switch over to the passenger seat and take shots at people with no
Especially if you have the
driver.
car going at like a good speed, like you can start really getting some, you can continue moving a little bit. All right. Looks like yellow and magenta are having a bit of a duke out here. Yellow's car is popped. It looks like magenta. So these are two of our highest level players right now. These two both are suffering the challenge currently.
That is the no boogie challenge. Does still have the option to turbo out of here, but man, the confidence of going in there with a couple of fists to get out, and you can see why they're at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Let's hop over to his other teammate, who looks like he's trying to pick off Stratosphere and Sheldussi. But Sheldussi is not afraid of what's happening. Koalabin might have gotten in a little too deep, couldn't get the shockwave off, just a second too late.
That's tough. A lot of movement available right there, but just didn't have enough time. Sheldon turned so quickly into running him down.
You hate to see someone floating in the air at you. We're hopping in on Sasgarian, who is trying to get out of a little bit of a tough spot here. Looks like a whole team is chasing them down. They are, again, the only person left on their team right now. I assume this is like a cheerleader. We're getting jock from this. They are also carrying around the Ariana Grande pig back fling, which is beautiful and fun. I think we can all agree on that.
No fists, but a lot of movement available there with the shockwaves, if you know what you're doing.
I mean, running out of shockwaves, though. We've only got one on there and a couple of nitros, so they'll be able to get it, but it's going to be maybe a little dicey. Now, I'm seeing a bit of a three-way standoff right here. We're going to hop in on Banty, who is, it looks like, engaging with Elizabeth.
Yeah, a lot of colors here. Good time for Banty to start looking for something. It looks like we're going to go down, maybe collect the remnants of the bunker here.
TTV Koalabin, it looks like, saw this fight about to happen and said, no, thank you, actually, I am all alone.
That's a very wise choice. That is a very healthy squad there.
Yes. I will say in this game, Sheldussi scares me. Yeah, Sheldon is incredibly strong in this game, so I feel the same way. I wouldn't necessarily want to be fighting him. Looks like Sheldussi, actually, speaking of the devil, just took out Sasgarian, who was the last of their team, unfortunately.
Yeah, maybe a little flank there, but it's a tough angle with so much HP on those health bars.
Hopping in on the white car, white team car. They're in the middle of a significant amount of teams. Looks like they're just trying to get out of here. But their car is hurting, and the Lavender team is not that interested in letting them go, I don't think.
Hurting the environment. They're trying to stop the pollution coming out of this giant vehicle.
Literally, that's so ally of them.
We stand for that. And they're moving around. I don't think they have the off-road vehicles, which does let you float. Is that correct? Did I learn that last week?
To float?
I think so. One of the tire upgrades lets you float on water.
Oh, does the off... I actually don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I believe you. I'm not telling you no.
I'm going to make it up right now and say it does.
All right. We're going to zoom out a little bit and go into drone mode, because there's a lot happening over here. We see Ezzy Sweeney and Funky Squid Costa back, which I think means... Did TTV Koalabin get a res off? Were those his teammates? Now, I'm loving this car right here, which has two people of different teams.
They're ride sharing.
They're literally, thank you to Uber Rideshare. We're Uber pooling. No, it seems they're at a bit of a stalemate as well. Oh, another car is here. The rest of the white team's teammates have showed up.
They're getting together now. A lot going on in this vehicle. The rideshare really crediting the gig economy.
Literally. Okay, Skylar Brook unfortunately has gotten out of the car, is making a brave last stand.
I think has the HP to get around that wall, too.
Oh, looks like the storm is pulling. Really lucky for Skylar Brook here. But unfortunately, what is not lucky for Skylar Brook is that they are running directly into Tone Malone and Banty, which is not where I'd want to be.
Oh, Tone checking the weather forecast, knew it was going to pull back and got the kill easily up on the side here. But Qualibin able to get shots off towards Banty.
And hanging out in the dead water, that's giving him quite a bit of mobility options on top of his cute little, what's it called? Fists?
Yeah, that's the last bit of Underworld, I think, on the map here, as Banty might go down with Jogun. They're all going down except for Tone Malone cleaning up here.
Wow, Tone Malone finishing things off. Oh, but Ezzy Sweeney right here, not letting him get the res off on Banty. Banty is probably going to pass. Ooh, but Funky Squid Pasta might be able to scare him off.
Oh, Funky Squid, a great angle here as Shenanigans. I'm trying to stay alive. Tone Malone's going to drop them, and I think Ezzy was running with probably no health left. It looks like Funky Squid Pasta also out in the storm too right now, so...
Zader Wolf? Oh my god, this is insane. Zader Wolf getting there just in time to protect his team. And they get Banty up with time for a full reset and a significant amount of loot being dropped. Funky Squid Pasta, though, coming in, trying to get the last of his teammates' loot and passing away, unfortunately.
We love the attempt, though, to come in there. That's a full squatted bunker right there and tried to sneak their way in. But a lot of players still left here as the circle gets real small. Silas, Mr. Raccoon, standing close to the middle. This fight's
I know
area.
that Xander makes the teams, but the fact that someone with such a, like, high capacity as Xander being on the same team as Silas is, like, powerful. Both are very strong players, so I'm excited to see what they do, although it looks like they did get snuck up on by Banty.
Odd man rush here. That's 3v2 in this fight, and we see Banty come right back in. They're ganging up on Mr. Raccoon. Xander gonna barely get out of there in the vehicle.
Wow.
Gonna survive momentarily.
Momentarily is the Oh, Silas is
down.
But
But Silas won't.
Now,
and
Xander,
no health.
Xander is driving audaciously for one tick of the storm is gonna kill him.
Oh, it stays slightly in bounds here. Tone Malone, are you gonna stand for this? Xander running for their life here. He's gonna survive for a second, gets over the hill. No way, Tone Malone. Didn't see you drop behind.
Enough time for his overshield to recharge, but wow, taking the nitro, but goodness gracious, Tone Malone falling but not taking any damage.
Can only have one fist available at this point, and no health to staying alive.
I am so invested in this storyline. Xander getting blasted by TTV Koalabin, unfortunately for him.
And we've got a squad of 2, and then it looks like 3 individuals at this point. One of them, Shell Dussy here. Sheldon moving in on Tone Malone. That's a crazy fight to see happen.
I need a bang, taking out one. Tone Malone down to Shell Dussy. Now it looks like we're just about at the end game here. There's 3 solos. Oh, I need a bang taking a significant amount of damage.
Yeah, I don't know if they were just avoiding maybe the fight for a second or if they were looking to pull anything from that loot here, but Sheldon gonna be forced to run back in on I Need a Bang, both taking a lot of damage, surviving for a minute, but Qualbin's on the backside here, might pick up Sheldon, trying to survive. He's pinched between the two of them. Will we get a push from either? Sheldon looking for I Need a Bang. There's uppercutting happening. Qualbin standing on top of the mountain. I Need a Bang low, very low here.
Ooh.
Will drop. A time for Qualbin to come in. Full shield versus full health.
This is insane to watch. Okay, I'm just gonna like drop in on. Oh, I'm phasing through a building.
There we go. Mid building. Qualbin's dropping so low here. Might die to the storm. No drop, Shell Dussy.
Wow, and the storm taking Shell Dussy out. I really thought that he had that when he was able to push Koalabin out of the storm there for a second. I mean, how much did he survive with? Let's see. Oh, I think it was like 5 health. Truly insane. Another tick of the storm would have killed him.
Oh,
Oof.
the dancing cannot be stopped though. Even if boogies weren't available for either of the final two contenders, we get the
L-
dance at the end. What a kill.
Literally, it turns out that trying to stop dancing was, it should have been the thing that was illegal, in my opinion. I'm glad we're all on the same page about that. Wow. Incredible. Team, we are going to be right back with the next game. We will see you in just a bit. We're back, everyone. Welcome to CMSA eSports Game 2. Wow. Last game was intense. I will say, I Need a Bang really was showing up for that last, like, 3-man round. Truly, I mean, like, an incredible amount of maneuvering from all of them.
A wild fight towards the end there. A couple shotguns to the face, everybody's favorite. Playing with the storm. And honestly, the 1v1v1 to end is probably the most
Mm-hmm.
exciting thing I could ask for.
I agree. Truly a fun little treat. Although I'm hoping to see some more full teams in the end. I would love to see some really, like, just decked out teams with every
Yeah,
single, like, mythic and stuff getting into the end.
there
Be
there were a lot of good weapons towards the end there too, it looked like, but you're right, just not enough numbers from each team. I think there was only one full team that made it to top
yeah. That
4.
like slate blue team with Banty, Tone Malone, and I forget the last person on that team, but yeah. Although I will say, like 5 minutes before the game ended, we lost Banty tragically. Um, so sad.
Super exciting. I think that was Zaderwolf on the team there
Zeta,
too.
you're
So
right to say it. Oh yeah, I have the list of teams. I can just look at things. Imagine,
we have the
imagine
technology.
we
It's
have
2024,
the
Jake.
technology. A list of names from an Excel sheet.
Yeah,
We have the
I mean, hold
technology.
on. We're being fed the lines right now. Yes, Zaderwolf was on the team. Very good. That was
Thank
the
you so much. I'm so
Breakwater
glad our
Bros.
production team is so on top of this kind of thing. I really
And
appreciate
they're
that.
telling me to say underpaid too.
Oh, yeah,
It just
is free not enough for them? They're getting tons of exposure right now, I feel like. Uh
honestly, the last time we let them control the teleprompters here at CMSA Esports.
just awful. Just absolutely awful. Especially Xander. That Xander guy, we can't let him have a public face, you know?
I think that's what Tone Malone was thinking in that game too, surviving with like 2 HP, running through the middle of one of the last circles,
I
and
will say
does get taken out.
that was probably the most fun part of the game for me to watch. Tragically, we did see the end of him, but it would have been an amazing storyline to get away with 2 HP and then win the game. I would have loved that.
Honestly, I love that last circle because it had such a high ground there. I think there might have
Yes.
even been a car available. It was just wild.
Koalabin being at the top of that was like a great show of foresight, just to be like, oh hey, I have just the peak of this building or mountain like hanging out up here. What an absolute gift. Let these other two nerds fight each other, and then I'll hop in at the last second and take victory.
And we did see the advantage of all that movement coming out. Honestly, again, a lot of good shockwave uses. It's something I'm trying to stare at to figure out how to use it correctly. And
Just
when
throw it
you're
at your
not
feet.
quick enough, oh, well, easier said than done.
I'll say, if you're not doing it quickly enough, just imagine like, hey, if you ever feel even a small sense of danger or trouble, throw it then. Oh, that
If
dog.
they're here on the double, perhaps.
Oh, look at that dog on the couch behind you.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I think there's a second one here too, if I can angle this correctly. She's
Oh
down
my
here.
god. What are
Both
their
midday nap.
names?
Let's see. We on the couch here we have Jacob or Doug, named after regrettably Jake, of course,
Obviously.
and Vixen down here on the
Oh,
floor.
named after the
She's
Vixen, the drag queen, I assume.
yes,
Of
yes.
course. Of course. We are dropping in on Jacob or Doug. Yeah, can you give us just like a little bit more information about the Jacob or Doug thing?
Yes, so a lot of dogs show up to the house sometimes, and I live in denial until they live here. So
Yeah.
Doug was dog for a long time, and then I was told I could not call him dog anymore, so I added a U.
Dog is a
Now
great
he's
name for a dog. It's very like on the nose.
it's very descriptive, right on the snout, if you
Right
will.
on the snout, people are saying. It looks like we're gonna have a bit of a pile up from the yellow and orange team. No, orange team pulling off. This would have been a really fun storyline for me to follow because Shenanigasm and Jogon are in fact fiancés, and I would love to see them fight each other.
They are both physically nearby and physically nearby in the game too, so this is very exciting.
Right? I would. Okay, it
I'm
looks like we're gonna get another team here. Banty, Toad Malone, and Zayd are dropping near official Genovia, Rob Coulter, and Lady Thor.
Yeah, Genovia a little bit further away, but maybe getting better loot right now, being a little bit spaced out. So we could see some good fight here. I'm gonna need to see everybody's pet names in the chat very soon too, with a brief description of your animal.
Yeah, let's
But
see if I can. I'm gonna go get my cat really quickly while this fight boils.
oh,
Give me
we
a
have
second.
time. We're away from each other right now. And we're seeing the skin theme right now in the game too. We have moved away from high school. We've graduated. The skin theme is now whatever you want the skin theme to be. So we have an animalistic team here, it looks like, with Zaderwolf, Tone Malone, and Banty.
We've got
that
Arthur
will fight.
here.
And we'll have to keep an eye on it as Lady Thor are going to walk right into a firefight they might not have been ready for. Now they're peeking the corner. Genovia knows it's happening. It's also going to peek, but this is a single door to fight through right now. That's a tough angle to be fighting from.
Tough way to do things. I've got Arthur here. He's being a very good boy right now. Okay, Zaderwolf taking quite a bit of damage, but able to just get away with 2 HP. My cat now thinks he's invited to hang out. I love this team's theme. They were all very good at it. We got 2 cats and a bird. I'm wondering if we're getting like, what's the bird? What's the Looney Tune bird that,
Tweety?
Tweety and who's the cat?
Sylvester.
Oh wow,
I
wow,
think it's,
well
I
done.
think it's Sylvester. I'm the cartoon poll for this
No.
stream, this week's stream.
Seriously. Now, Toad Balloon has a great angle, but it looks like he just missed Lady Thor running through. Not gonna hit the hand cannon shot, and now he is in a bit of danger.
Ooh, getting run down a little bit. And this is the craziest fight inside of a house I've ever seen. A true 3v3 in one mansion.
Yeah, if I'm Tone Malone, I think this is when I abscond as well.
Yeah, choosing the nitro might be the decision to get out of here as quickly
Yeah,
as
I
possible.
think that's probably the end of that fight for a little bit. Let's see if there's anything else happening around. We still got Tone Malone hanging out. I'm wondering if he's gonna go back in there.
I think at this point you kind of have to, otherwise you stand alone for the rest of this game here, and that's a little
and
rough.
that's a hard place to be. It's also a boring place to be, I feel like.
In a place of friendship and wonder.
Did I tell you that it's
You
my
have to go
dog's
back.
birthday today?
You did not, and I've
Freya?
been waiting for you to tell me that.
Freya is turning, what's the word? 9 today. She's an old girl.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Happy birthday, Freya.
Happy birthday, Freya. I got her a treat and wet food today for as a little gift. Show her on stream. Freya, can you come here? Freight train.
You're needed.
Looks like Tone Malone got all the cards that they needed and is gonna be moving on. Let's go. Okay. Oh, there's a fight.
We'll see if Tone Malone can make their way back to the fights here as we see Sheldon, top 2 last game. Losing, Bonnie's getting a little bit low here, forced to run away as the fight continues. Chasing happening, and we're jockeying for position, if you will. A lot of animal teams here. I think that was the theme as, Bonnie dies in
down.
Storm.
Looks like Sasgarian is still hanging out, though. Looks like they're trying to abscond without giving themselves away.
Unseen maybe for the moment here. As, what theme is this? That is a scary lizard.
Okay. Oh, maybe it was just animal, because this is very different, but I like it. Looks like Sasgarian maybe went in and grabbed a... Ooh, Sasgarian just hanging out in the storm. Ooh,
Might be the only play here. It's going to be very hard to walk forward into a 3-man squad.
It looks like Sheldon is kind of rebuffing Sasgarian for being able to get over there. Ooh, that is a lucky little med kit.
Yeah, great place for that while you're sitting in the storm. I can't believe that. Is that a plant?
I've been seeding them through just to help people out.
And Nitro Fist available. You actually have a shot of getting out of here, Sasgarian. You're going to have to play this so carefully, though, because that is Sheldon on the other side, known for pushing in if the kill's available, but Sheldon moving away. Maybe Sasgarian having a shot to get out of here.
Yeah, looks potential. I'm wondering what Sheldon's teammates are up to. Looks like just kind of hanging out and looting about. Looks like Sasgarian is finally maybe going to be creeping out.
Oh, but the eyes are still upon you, still in a rough spot. And now I'm very invested in this. Fists available for Sasgarian.
Oh, another lucky. Oh, that's 2.
2 of them.
This is very convenient for them. They are getting everything.
Sustenance available up here on the mountain.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to get away with this. Looks like the team's moving away. Sasgarian's probably going to be able to get the cards without a ton of drama.
Yeah, really, those health packs so helpful because the storm's moving fast enough. As we jump into a boogie here, we have a snow globe theme. We have Christmas upon us here in June.
T-Sizzle, yes, I'm loving this Christmas theme. T-Sizzle trying to get a boogie off, but it doesn't look like it worked.
There's the original Animal Squad, too. It's giving Kung Fu Panda.
Car from the inside out.
Oh, but there's an enemy amongst you hiding in the vehicle. That might be my favorite play. Skylar not going to be able to run away fast enough. Will drop. Teammates dropping too.
I need to bang the third teammate. I don't know if you saw at the beginning, they got boogie bombed and they immediately went down the mountain, which I think was an interesting idea, right? Like you can't do anything. You might as well get out of eye shot, which I think worked out really well for I need to bang.
Yeah, gonna stay alive here. You're right. This is Thana's last elf, the last chance for the North Pole to survive, and has a crossbow. Not a ton of movement though.
Not a
Only
ton of
Boogie at
movement
this point.
and no heals other than shield heals. So that makes me a little nervous, but hey, maybe the dead bodies of your friends have heals. So
Oh, I sure hope so, because that's a big storm radius moving right now. It's a long way to travel at this point, and we'll keep an eye out for I need a bang as they're doubling back for that bunker.
there were a
It's
couple
gonna
of
be pretty
cars, so I'm
dangerous.
thinking they're gonna be all right. I'm choosing to be optimistic for them.
I'm happy to do that too. Ton of health. They can do math probably much better than I can. Fortnite math is a hard
Here.
thing.
I will say though, they're going deeper, unfortunately, which is making me a little nervous.
It's a bold choice, Jake, but we'll see how it plays out with no movement and throwing a little juice in there, which of course does nothing at this point. Maybe committing to
Oh.
their death.
Give them the special leap, which is great. Okay, they are out and they got the cards, which I feel like was everything that they needed to do. And it looks like Lavish Layer is currently unoccupied, so they might be able to get the res off too.
Wow, so good there. Is there an extra leap that's given after juicing?
If you juice, you get like it's like feather fall or whatever. It's like it gives you like oh gosh, I don't know what they call it in the game, but basically it gives you like if you jump, you don't take fall damage.
Oh, which is the same if you just have fists equipped, or
If
you
you just
use
do the
fists.
fists, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
It's I'm being told it's called low gravity. Thank you,
low
India.
gravity. It gives you the low gravity condition. Thank you,
Okay.
India. You're better than me. All right, looks like yellow team is coming up on this green.
Oh, Shenanigasm and Ez here, stuck in the two-person car. We both have some upgrades here, so we're gonna run at each other for a second. But Mars and Stratosphere choosing to run away because we have funky squid pasta also pushing in.
And their car looks like it's about to pop. We've only got about 300 armor left on the car.
Oh, less health than days in the year. They're gonna have to retreat.
That's how you think about it, of course.
Manage your time wisely.
I'm not
They're gonna take
exactly
the time to fuel up.
Looks like it's healing their car. It appears,
Stopping at the
this
quick
little
trip.
pad gives your car health. So what they were able to do there was, well, heal up their car.
Quick stop at the gas station, you know, to fix your car.
Yeah, we've all been there. You know, it's really common for gas stations to have those magical healing stations these days.
Use the bathroom, get some car snacks.
Yeah, of
They're
course.
ready to run.
Grab a coffee. Your
As
car,
they roll.
all the damage on your
Right.
car is immediately healed.
Have the cow pusher here. They're rolling back up on Ez and Shenanigasm, who did not get that same benefit from the gas station. It looks like they're choosing to roll away, but on an engage here, I
Not
think
that
they
interested
win.
in fighting. Yeah, I think you're right. Now we're seeing a little bit
Yes.
of a fight over here by this bunker, which is exciting. Now
I do love
Aiden
the good
getting
upgraded fight.
resurrected by Trench Warfare. Looks like Lifer might get the same thing, but the red team is in and takes them
Oh.
out. Koala Bin with a cool ass knee slide.
And a lot of heals available down there. A lot of great items down in this bunker, so a pretty good spot to be fighting from at this point. As it looked like maybe some sort of cat theme, like was that Catwoman and
Yeah,
Batman
I can't tell
or
what this one is. Unfortunately, it looks like TTV Koala Bin let his friend expire there. Had him in there, but took a heal himself so that he could secure himself.
strategic self heal.
Some strategic selfishness here. Looks like absolutely getting pounded in this bunker, but getting away.
A lot of underworld available in these later circles at this point, so a lot of mobility even without items.
very lucky because only having yeah, whatever 4 fist charges is a little bit can be a little bit limiting when there are 30 enemies near you in a 2-inch circle.
Should we be running double fists late game? Is that what you're trying to tell
I
me?
don't think you can you?
I
They might be unique
don't know.
where you can only have one.
Okay, we'll wait for the chat to tell us what happens there.
Yeah, India, you're
hiding
kind of
in
our
the
local
corner.
expert. I actually do know the answer to what you just asked.
Robin? Robin?
Hello?
Help!
All right, we're seeing, it looks like a fight between Sheldussi and the Lavender team. I have 2 hands, why can't I have 2 fists? It's a great
I think it
question.
comes with 2 fists, is the issue. But you do have feet.
Great point. Should you be able to wear the fists on your feet?
I think if you do, it should have you moving feet first, if you have 2 of them.
So funny. So this is a really weird fight that's happening here, I feel like.
A lot of vehicles. Leaf Keef moving in, taking a lot of damage. That vehicle is not going to survive this fight.
That's
2 people funky posting.
Oh, really hurt Leaf Keef. Sasgarian is down. It looks like they were able to get the res off, but Leaf Keef is not going to be able to make a lot of. Ooh.
Oh, run over.
Absolutely.
Vehicular manslaughter.
Absolutely vehicular manslaughter. Ezzy Sweeney watching in horror as vehicular manslaughter happens. And look at this. Bonnie Mee just saw her 2 friends die. And she has decided she's going to hang out. Maybe try to get some mobility off them and get the heck out of Dodge, probably.
I think that's realistically the play here, because
Ezzy
you're
has
sitting
to
in a
have
rough
eyes
spot.
on her, though. Has to have seen those footsteps.
Bonnie sneaking. Oh, is going to get spotted. Dodges the landmine there for a second. Going to be able to fist away maybe here. Uppercuts to safety.
Taking some
One
big damage, though.
And no vehicle around. Nothing to jump into. Is stuck on top of this hill. Hopefully somebody else engages that team, but I don't think Ez is going to give up on this. Moving around the mountain. So aggressive. Ez looking for blood at this point. 1v1ing. Gets it.
I thought she was gonna punch her to death, and I was so excited. I'll say I was so excited to see someone get punched to death.
And we asked for some teens in the final circle here, and we've got, it looks like 3 full squads.
Yeah, what
4 full squads.
Feeling bad for is it looks like Elizabeth has been resurrected pretty far from the rest of her team. You can see Silas and Mr. Raccoon are up here in the far right, and Elizabeth is alone down in Pleasant Plaza. So if I'm her, I'm feeling a little nervous right now, especially because you're probably seeing the feet steps of Sheldussi and Mars and Stratosphere.
Stop moving, Elizabeth. They can't see you if you don't move.
Yes, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you, Glizzy.
If only the regular quests were the most time spent airborne, I think I would do really well with having to get revived 4 or 5 times per match.
I think they do have that sometimes. I think when
it's my quest.
When the avatar stuff was, oh god! Lior getting some good damage off on Rampier in this car, but alone next to his friends. Ooh. Not Ariana
India
Grande
thinks
getting...
you can have 1 fist, maybe.
Oh, I'm also seeing... Okay, Orange Team has decided to go full Ariana. Their skin theme was Ariana Grande.
Oh, that's so smart. So they start the game richer than everybody else, which is a great move. If they can get to a bunker.
That's just great. They've got a great reset right now. This yellow team, or is it yellow? Is in a pretty solid spot as far as things go. Orange, excuse me.
Maybe, but is this slate blue, you said, moving in here from the storm, looking to cause a little bit of trouble. The fight breaks out here. I love the hill that's in the middle of this fight. We're looking for a deep boogie bomb. There's no way I'm hitting that.
There's absolutely no chance that's happening, but...
These are better players than us.
Drop in on this little fight. This is insane and weird. A missed boogie bomb. Looks like we got one. I need a bang punched to death on stream publicly. This car with one blasted wheel. Oh, Skylar Brook and T-Sizzle getting danced out of their car. Looks like they are going to be going down unless Skylar Brook can get this little car.
Oh, Skylar getting so close here. Does not find a mechanic for their original car. Steals another one, and we're playing Grand Theft Auto at this point. Running away up the mountain. Get out of there as you get joined.
Grand Theft M. Wimby, who is now being stolen.
Skylar's still making their way away from here. Gonna run into a few people.
We're standing what Skylar's doing. Skylar said, all of my team just died. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge.
I lost my friends. I lost my car. I'm leaving.
And she actually identified like a strong location. I'll say that.
Honestly here, this is all fighting on probably the most ridiculous looking mountain I've ever seen. Jogan looking to push into a fight here. Lior standing strong nearby. Sierra Berry gonna maybe kill Banty here, but Elizabeth fighting it off from on top of this hill. Mars there too. Mars getting a 2-0 victory last week in the first round. And Sheldon the whole time with Tone Malone. The fight's breaking out. Revenge for the last game. Sheldon dropping Tone Malone.
Unfortunately for Tone Malone, he was the last of his team. Sierra Berry still alive. Looks like that Tone Malone gave just a little bit of reprieve so that Sierra Berry could get back to her team, which must feel really nice. I'm so happy to see also Elizabeth with her full team. What a gift that they were able to sync back up as the end game starts to come to fruition.
Yeah, ask and you shall receive, Jake. Here we are, lots of squads moving into the last couple of circles. Vehicles available.
Also, Tony, thank you so much for the subscription. What a gift. Again, everyone, as you subscribe to us, all of the money goes back into the organization to pay for all the stuff that makes this organization go around, like our website hosting, for example.
Tablecloths. We need more tablecloths. Lot of action here. Jake doing an amazing job spinning around through this fight here.
There's just too much. There's so many people.
Xander, as we see Fist come down, Mars moving straight in. CR Barry dropping a little bit low here. Going to walk away, put the damage into Mars. Sorry for coming. We'll drop you for a second as you drop off the hill.
Mars dropping by Rampier. Rampier not taking the shot. Just biding his time, waiting for the orange team to walk on by. He's got eyes on Lior. Is he going to take a shot? No, he's going to sneak up. Wow. I think that might have been a little bit of a wasted opportunity. If I was Rampier in that situation, I probably would have taken the shot because as a solo player with no looks like no res vans on the map, you gotta take the risks. Fortune favors the bold, as a famous redhead I know once said.
And in a game of no build, having 3 bunks to throw down, it feels pretty nice. Honestly, if I'm Rampier there, I died about 25 minutes ago. As we approach the 20-minute mark of this game, so doing just fine. A lot of teams left alive here. We have all of the magenta team here. We have a couple on orange. Fight breaking out here. Sheldon pushed to the brink of the storm. Gonna jump around here and I think get out of this fight, enticing the rest of the teams to engage each other.
Yeah, what I really like about the orange team right now is they've been really responsive to each other. I don't know if you noticed, but as soon as Lior had Sheldusi on him, Jogan was immediately right back up there to support, which I thought was really, really great. Like, listening, great response, great prioritizing your teammates. Jogan basically flopping a flash right there up that wall and dying to Mr. Raccoon. That is tragic.
Yeah, running together. Rampier going to try to cut them off slightly. Elizabeth stuck on the outside of the storm. I assume healing for the moment. Fisting back in. Rampier getting the shield down here. I'm known for picking that item up because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't see it very often, but is actually great here at the end of the circle, forcing Elizabeth to run away as Silas looks for the high ground. And we're looking at another amazing fight. Xander standing on top of a tree. So hard to get there. Elizabeth drops.
Xander kind of hanging out and not taking any shots. Looks like Sheldusi had the same thought.
Sheldon noticed. Look at this, Underworld still available at the end of the game here. That's
So nice
amazing
to
to
have
have
some
it.
extra mobility. Xander taking out Rob Coulter. Unfortunately, it looks like Xander and Silas are a little split up. Ramp here alone trying to take on two, knocking
Well, Silas
Silas, I thought, into the storm, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening.
punched out momentarily, I think immediately fisting back in as Sheldon goes down to Xander. Xander trying to pick up a little bit here. Not much health ramp here, full health here. Xander, not a lot of room to run to. Can't survive the storm much longer. Is gonna have the option. Oh, and just gets punched in the face sitting
Just
in the storm. Up
absolutely
to
punched in the
Silas.
face.
Silas ramp here. Final round here. Not a ton of cover. Ramp here looking to be on the edge of the circle. Silas controls the middle, gets that kill.
Just barely missing a boogie bomb that I think might have saved him. Wow, Silas with 39 Crown Royale showing off here at the end. An incredible showing here. A very fun ending. I was surprised to see Sheldussi go down, but there were a lot of people in the end. Silas and Raccoon on the same team. Look, I was saying the exact same thing, Jogon. We will be doing an internal audit on the team-making process to make sure that nothing was uncouth or that no bribes were taken.
That's it. None were thrown my way. I'm a little upset.
Yeah, I'm willing to be bought. Like, I think that's the thing, is it seems nobody's willing to do it. Which is
the economy these days, Jake.
The economy. No one's bribing people anymore.
Honestly.
People just don't want to work for illicit money, you know?
I'm here. I'm here right now and available if you'd like to donate.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so we're going to be getting a team shift going into games 3 and 4. Really, really excited. I think there's a ton of teams to watch. We're also going to be getting a new, what's it called?
It's a new challenge. We got to spin the challenge wheel.
Oh. Can I share the challenge wheel somehow?
Did we? Do we want to run through them right now? I have them up.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I assume they're going to spin a new one.
We're going to have to, so...
Yeah, do you want to read through them? Let the people
Absolutely.
know.
Yeah, so for the people at home, we have a new challenge wheel. This is for the top players in the league. We're adding in a spicy, zesty challenge for them to keep in mind throughout the games. We're going to do one.
Oh.
I definitely didn't need to DM you for a reminder of what the challenge was.
Oops. I have muted Justin. Unfortunately. He's just talking. But I wanted to share the wheel. The wheel is happening right now. I'm watching it happen. It's going. It looks like we are going to be having monotone. Monotone means that
the limit
high
does exist. Means you can assist as many kills as you like, but only 5 kills.
Hey, Gunny, I'm so sorry, but I did fully leave this chat while you were talking. So that I could watch the wheel be spun.
Oh, that's so much better.
I did, and it was... Oh, what was it? Oh, I just forgot immediately. Oh, it's monotone. Do you want to tell the people what monotone means?
Oh, man. One of my favorite options on the wheel. I will go until somebody tells me not to go. So here I am. Last word here. Monotone. Only gray guns for the top 5 players right now.
Which I love. I feel like that is a strong one because that bars you from a variety. Is it only gray guns or does that include mobility items?
I think it's only for guns. It does specify only gray guns. So mobility items, as far as I know, are still on the board.
But still, that means I think all of the crossbows are above gray. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it means that most of the things with, what's it called? With upgrades are going to be out. It's going to be great. Oh, Rob, are you listening? Rob, bring us Freya. Rob, it's her birthday. Bring us Freya.
Excellent. Yeah, you're right. I think the crossbow starts at blue. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can miss in here, but honestly, a
Yeah.
gray gun in the right hands is still a gun. So it
You're right to
still
say that.
could take people out.
That is a really good point.
I think that's one of the fun parts about the challenge wheel too, is that not only does it just affect,
Oh,
this
got
this
Freya.
one thing, so guns, but also this has an effect on your general play style now that you have a gray gun
Agreed.
only
Justin, do you
available.
mind singing happy birthday to this girl with me?
To
Everyone?
Freya?
Yeah, it's Freya. She's
Oh,
on
that's
camera right now. Are you ready? And
oh,
happy
happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday, dear
birthday, dear
Freya.
Freya.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Look at our girl.
9 and still young. We love it.
She is the best dog in the entire world. We can't help but to stand her. We're gonna need to work
Allegedly,
on synchronization.
best dog.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that happen. Why were you so far behind me singing?
Did that happen?
Yeah, it was really bad.
I was the echo,
Oh, of course, the standard birthday echo.
as you do.
Yeah, of course. It's constantly it's the shadow of mortality haunting your birthday every year.
Yep. It gets worse and worse every year.
What was
9 is pretty good, so it was a little delayed.
What was the code? They didn't tell me what the code was this time.
That's okay. I'm gonna guess 3, maybe now.
I'm assuming, but
That maths.
that feels math. But we'll
If
see what
if
happens.
you could tell me a little bit more, Jake, about your hatred of ranch and your preference for tzatziki sauce, which of course is unrelated to ranch.
Well, yeah, dill.
Oh, dill, of course,
Dill.
the connecting force here.
Yes. 1 second. I'm hopping into the thing.
Oh,
Hey,
right. We
Xander,
have a
what's
code.
the code? Can you update the code?
Jake,
Hi.
hi. Sorry, I've been having some problems. I
Oh,
just got the code.
You're doing great. Can I help you? You're good.
It's CMSA Fortnite 5.
Oh my god. Okay, goodbye. Okay, we're good to go. We got it.
Oh, excellent. Okay, first try. We got this easy.
It's actually 5, which to me means we did not get this on the first try. We got it significantly after the first try.
There's a lot of fans out there starting their own rooms, is what I'm hearing.
Okay, so here's the thing that I feel about ranch.
Please.
I don't like the way that it tastes.
Okay. Its defining quality is its taste.
I would agree with that, and it's not good. I'm trying to even like how would you describe the flavor of ranch?
Childhood, Midwest life.
No, I meant
there's
like,
a lot of things to be said about ranch.
I said, how would you describe the flavor?
Oh, I heard you.
Okay.
I'm not trying to convince you here. I know that is not an option, and I don't want to change you. What I want you to know is that there's a whole nother life out there for you. A life where I respect your opinion on taste, and you have the option to join this.
I'm gonna look at a recipe for this and tell you all the things in it that I don't like. Would that be useful?
I think so. Honestly,
Buttermilk.
if we're gonna learn anything today.
Is gross. Sour cream. I don't like sour cream very much. Vinegar. I think vinegar is gross. Dill. Dill, I think, is very gross. I've also heard you can put mustard in it, which I don't, or like mustard seed is like sometimes a component. Hate mustard.
I'm certainly not here to yuck your yum, friend.
I'm here to
but
yuck
I will say,
else's, and I think they should be in jail.
Sometimes we're just wrong. It's okay.
Yeah, sometimes
I don't
people
think
who like ranch are wrong.
And sometimes people lose the vote for Mayor of Prideland, but it's okay.
I would never lose the vote for Mayor of Prideland. Although I will say that the chat is turning against me, and you're all rats too. That's what I meant.
It's okay. These are your potential constituents here.
Well,
So
my potential
go ahead and
constituents know
continue.
that I love rats, and so when I called you all rats, it was a compliment. I'm famously a rat gay.
It's your only favorite R at this point because Ranch is out.
Because ranch
So
is
sad.
out. I also love rhubarb. I love radicalization.
What do I do with it? What do I do with it, Jake?
Rhubarb?
With rhubarb.
Oh, make
Yes.
like a pie. It's like a fruit.
What's my secondary option?
Like a Danish.
Oh, that is a good option, actually.
Thank you
Do you
so
know what
much.
I can do with ranch?
Do I know what you
It's
can do with
unlimited.
ranch? I've always thought that it could really coat the lining of my trash bag that I have in my trash can. Well, that's sort of where it belongs. I feel like that's what I
Only
think of.
because you can't get all of the ranch on the outside of the container. That's why it ends up in the trash. But it's okay. It's okay. I fear we must move on from this point.
John said
sure there's-
rebar. I didn't think that was edible, but I do love steel flakes, and I have a high iron diet, so I'm not against having a heavy metal. It's good for regularity, maybe.
Yeah, nothing strengthens you quite like rebarb.
Yes, just take a big old bite. Oh my god, speaking of taking a bite out of metal, I just went to the dentist for the first time in 5 years 2 weeks ago, which was insane. Look,
How did it go?
I mean, you tell me.
They
Pretty
look
good.
fantastic.
Pretty good.
But
I
yeah,
do have
let's
to go
be
back
honest.
though. They got really mad at me. Oh, I actually don't like blue cheese either. I find it very gross. So when I have wings, I'll get celery and carrot sticks, and so then I'll just eat the buffalo wings, and then if I need to cool down, I'll have like a celery stick or a carrot. Thank you for that question, India. I appreciate
That's
it.
a great question, India. Thank you. I'm very happy about the question.
I feel like we're
Skeptical
learning
about
a
the
lot.
answer.
We're learning a lot about me. Which one do you take, Justin?
In the battle between blue cheese and ranch.
Yeah, the
Oh.
the battle. We've lost so many good men in that battle, but it must wear on.
That's it. I can't stand with my forefathers. I have to go modern day ranch. There are many that aren't that great, but I've heard a lot of calls for getting Jets Pizza, just ordering the ranch, call it good. Fantastic. And honestly, I stand for that.
I find that really brave. Hey everyone, I'm so sorry to interrupt what I would describe as the most riveting conversation that's ever been on a CMSA eSports stream, but we do have to hop into the game. We are seeing some teams,
No, unfortunately.
tragically even, some would say. We're seeing a pretty, I feel like sparse drop here. I feel like all these teams are probably going to be able to get their own space, although at the end, looks like we're actually getting a pretty good chunk of folks.
Yeah, this bus being almost straight vertical through the map here, and everybody following suit here, kind of moving away from each other. We're looking right now at this southern part of the map where we have, it looks like three groups, and oh, there we go. Southeast, we're seeing 3 groups collapse here. Rob Coulter maybe the first to get down into the battleground. Maybe gonna find some decent items, but it looks like Silas, Slifer, and Banty Pants are going
Gonna
for something
pull off and
entirely different.
hit that smaller POI. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Looks like Yellow tried to wave themselves off of Brawler's Battleground, but they are seeing very quickly that there's another team at this dock. So they're gonna brave it, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
wowee. Looks like Pleasant Plaza is gonna be kind of intense. What I love about this is it is Mr. Raccoon and Ezzy Sweeney here. Sibling
Family
rivalry.
violence. Yeah.
Family violence, which we love to see. We're gonna drop in on Mr. Raccoon.
We honestly stand for this, and they're picking 2 sides of this POI here to stand off. We saw it in the last matchup, a single fight inside of a mansion. Not quite the mansion here, as we're looking at a lot of cobblestone, but we might get the same kind of fight early on here. Lower grade weapons, but a blue crossbow for Xander.
Looks like it, which is great news. Now, Xander has on his team Kowalabin, who is afflicted with the challenge, and will only be able to carry. What kind of guns? Gray guns.
Gray guns at this point. I love the coordination, though, breaking the floor to get to the lower level here, and they're going to be full shield at this point. Oh, dancing.
So the theme was Hunger Games. Choose a district or the capital. I'm assuming this is the capital, right? This is all high fashion looks.
Yeah, this feels very capital. Unless that dress looks very similar to the fire dress.
Xander making like District 12. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Xander making contact with T-Sizzle. First one, absolutely taking T-Sizzle down, unfortunately.
And what district grew bananas? Which one was Florida?
One of them was produce? Maybe they all went plants?
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, there's a tree here as taking in some damage here, gets knocked here from the flames. Oh no, and gonna drop two. Two going down here.
Now
owning
this is
the area.
A tragedy to see, but Xander and team did take down his sister's team. We've seen some significant sibling rivalry here, and they're immediately getting the resurrection off on Heavy Crayfish. Jess is back in the game, but we'd love to see it.
Pushing in though is Xander knowing, yeah, this is working out very, very well here, destroying Pleasant Piazza. Piazza.
Oh, it
What's
is
going on here?
Piazza. I thought it was Plaza. I think I said
Incorrectly spelled Plaza.
Piazza.
There it is.
I love
And what
pizza.
goes good with pizza?
Good company.
You got always. Just like a CMSA stream, what goes best with pizza is good company.
Thank you. Or like a
Okay,
red,
our favorite.
like a dry red. I would also
I
take that.
I agree. I also want to throw out there white sauce. White sauce.
You know what? I do like a white sauce pizza. I'll take a blanco. A blanco, as the kids say.
We agree.
And by the kids, I do mean like Italian speakers.
Known as children, yes.
Yeah, no, I don't. I didn't. That's not what I meant by that. I could see how that could be an interpretation of what I said, but it is not what I meant.
Such a young country.
Such a
is
young
Italy.
country, of course. Yeah. Famously, we're like we're not the youngest country, but we're a famously young country.
I feel young still. It's okay. Oh no.
As
As entering the chat, full dead at this
Okay.
point. So sad.
We're gonna stay here on Xander or on Aiden for just 1 second while I run to the restroom because I just had a wet sneeze. You're right.
Excellent. Excellent description too. That's fantastic. Not a lot of vehicles being picked up at this point, but it looks like upgrades available. Underworld, Queef Erickson running here with Skylar and Sabine Saturn. Uncontested at this point. Going to make an easy path into Storm, as Storm shrinking in 1 minute now. I have no idea where anybody else is at this point as my co-host here tries to empty their nostrils. There goes the map. Can't tell you what's going on, but not a lot of action here for Magenta as we move into this mid game here. Second Storm, 35 seconds off from pushing in. Welcome friends to the chat. I see Vibros, Code both entering the game here as of course full dead in the chat. We're getting some riveting gameplay here. Queef Erickson moving into the Storm fully
Thank you
safe
for
at this
vamping.
point.
That you're a hero for that.
We're alive. We're doing it. How's your nostrils?
They are cleaned on out. Cleaned on out. Looks like we're seeing a car fight here between yellow and green, which we'd love to see. Looks like is there a yellow in this car? There was a yellow person, I think, in. Oh no.
Are they driving?
No, I was wrong. I think that is the indicator that I am watching. It's confusing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Jake is in this car.
I'm in the car, and the car is me.
That theme, though, too, was that some sort of secret agent theme going here? I'm seeing Solid Snake in the front, now
okay.
exiting.
Oh.
Oh, and
Oh,
Master
it's the
Chief.
arms one. Isn't that like 2 or something? Isn't like 1 or 2 weapons manufacturing? Like the Raytheon district?
Yes, I think that's exactly what we're getting here. We're getting some fantastic warriors, so
Yes.
the lore says you're correct.
Thank you. I'm really good at knowing about what's it called?
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. District
We're
2,
being
I said
told-
that. Thank you, Ed. I literally said that.
Masonry and defense. We're
Those
waiting
things
for the buildings
don't-
to be constructed,
Those
but
things don't seem that, like, related to me. Although I guess, like, maybe if you had, like, a foundry, like, you could make bullets.
as
Google
it
is
sounds
free.
like a little bit of
I'm literally
cheating here.
driving the fucking drone right now.
It feels like you're pushing this onto me right now, Jake. I have read the books, and it was a long time ago, and my Google is not free. Let's pretend that's true.
Every time I Google, it costs me $30, so I gotta save them.
There we go.
They said I
we'd
was
have a
Googling
little
too
bit
much-
more if we donate.
They said I was Googling too much dumb stuff, and so now they charge me for it.
What do they define as dumb stuff, Jake?
Yeah, I said, how does, air float?
I mean, honestly, does anybody... I don't even think science knows that.
I don't think... Honestly, it
And here we
is
go.
actually, as a fair thing to say, air is out there floating just all the time. And it's
That's
just
so
doing
true.
things.
Well, I assume it's true. Do we have evidence? We can't see it.
I assume like the air particles are bouncing around, right? Like,
It's true. Is this
Like-
President Snow in this vehicle right now? I'm
Is it?
seeing a
I wish-
very strong facial hair.
what I hate about this season is it's hard to see people's team like vibes because they're in these stupid cars. There should be more convertibles.
I will finish that strongly worded letter I've been writing.
Thank you, finally.
And we're
Hey.
finally seeing a laser coming out here. If you haven't played with me yet, my current strategy was 3 laser, no mobility. And ask me how it's going.
3 lasers and no mobility. At least you won't run out of, looks like official Genovia took that hit and is running for it. Sheldussi chasing down Funky Squid Pasta, taking Funky Squid Pasta out. Looks like blue team finishing off Leor. Official Genovia is the only one who got away and has officially full shield and about 20 health.
Gonna have to get way out of there because they are rocking the official tour bus of Fortnite right now. You gotta stay away from that. Sheldon
Yeah.
gonna run you down if you're on the screen.
Not exactly what I would want to be running into right now. Sheldon can't resist a chase. Truly. Murder in his eyes and heart, and you can tell. Looks like we're gonna be seeing Slate Blue run into yellow. I'm wondering if they're gonna actually fight it out, or I'm loving... Oh, that was scary.
I love me a good crossbow defense. They have both grenade shooting here and crossbow out the side. So actually going to be able to put some good damage down on Mars and company here. Forcing out of vehicle as one vehicle drops. Actually the team with the crossbow going down. Mars, James, Althor still there. And Leafkeep going to try to push in. Doesn't have the damage.
Oh, hitting a boogie bomb. Tone Malone taking a ton of damage there. Leaving behind sweet Mars to deal with Leafkeep. Oh, Mars is down.
Mars dropping 2.
James Althor is down as well. Tone Maloon leaving his team to suffer, but coming back. See if he can carry on their dream of being
Mars.
victors.
Dropping there, I think you're right. I think they blew up their own car in that fight. But remember, our top players right now are running only gray guns at this point. So to see the aggression out of Sheldon is A very interesting play, knowing that it's only gray guns. Probably playing around the fists at this point,
I'm
being
seeing
in
CR
that melee
Barry,
range.
Shenanigasm, and M. Wimby scrolling over to the island. It looks like they are, based on what I'm seeing, the only ones nearby. They're going to have a significant lead on taking that, which should be really nice for them. Although it looks like we're about to see like a 4-car pileup over here in, what's it called?
We have a giant wreck going on in Reckless Railway right now. Piling up, there's 2 vehicles. Tone Malone just saying, I'm just going to watch this over here as Leaf keeps dropping super low, is crawling around, going to drop at some point here. Rob Coulter saying, you know what, I've got a big plow on the front of my car. I can run you over for a second. And Ramp here doing the same thing, running through the middle with I Need a Bang, putting down the
Stratosphere
fires.
down. The spiked front end is a great tool for taking out enemies as you drive through them, and they did just that.
And Tone Malone here just chilling in a building, hanging out. Motel 6 is going to keep the light on for you, but Rob Coulter getting back with the team here at this point. And we're a couple teams strong, a few of them sitting outside of circle right now, totally safe. Except for official Genovia, who's chilling by themselves at this point. Very scary for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be them, but it looks like they just got off the res. Leor and
both
Funky
of
Squid
them.
Pasta both coming back in. We're seeing, I'm assuming this is also Capital. These are some futuristic looks. I just saw Lady Gaga in the car. If Lady Gaga isn't the Capital, I don't know what is.
I feel like Funky Squid Pasta has been in a lot of these fights too, so getting knocked down for a bit, but not down for the whole game with the res coming up, and we're seeing a team fight.
Funky Squid Pasta does get knocked down, but they do get back up again, and you can never keep them down, is what I'll say about them.
That sounds so familiar.
Yeah, I'm sort of a poet, you know. Okay, I'm interested in what's happening down here. There's like a big thing. Sorry, I lost my mouse. Can't find her.
It looks like 3 teams colliding here. We've got a team of 3, a team of 3, and maybe a team of 2 here, standing in this objective area. Now this is where, what is this thing up here in the sky called? The Loot Island in the middle of this fight. A lot of ways up, but the bus is here.
Yeah, we're seeing
and it's time to get on.
Quite a bit of drama happening here. Sheldutsi popping out. It looks like Zeke saw Sheldutsi come out and said, I'm going to take my 2-health car and leave Elizabeth and Kaladin to get on out of here and carry on our dream.
Yeah, Sleepy Pandas too. Good spacing there. One goes out, one stays in for a second. And Zeke now running for their life here, getting closed by 3. Maybe going to get to some safety as they disappear from my map. I don't know what that means.
Looks like it. They may have taken a portal.
Is that the portal?
Looks like,
yeah.
Looks like he took a portal and has floated into the air over here. Might be going straight for his team, who is hiding behind this little car. This might
Zeke, what a play.
Oh, you sneaky little guy. Zeke. Okay.
Wow.
This is team play. This is what team play looks like.
This is CMSA at its finest. Zeke coming in to save both teammates, saying, I don't care what you guys are doing on the island, but you know who does care? Zaderwolf, Sleepy Pandas, and Sheldon pushing in, saying, you're low health.
Now look
I would like to take a look at you.
Splitting up. Do you see this? The way that they kind of triangled out, like they tridented away from the enemies. That was a really smart play.
Yeah, they let the rest of the teams fight it out here, and honestly, they have time to loot now. This is still a big circle on only 5 at this point, so they're not going to get the key loot on the island, but they might be able to walk around and find some health as we get the fight breaking out here. 3v2 at this point. Wimby gonna drop. Shenanigasm says, I'm out of here for a second. Maybe I'll come back for you later, but it's time to run.
Honestly, not the wrong call here, I think, with unfortunately, it looks like CR Barry also was able to take the jump pad and get on out. Now, this is interesting. Why is Shenanigans
Back
going
in.
back up?
Maybe just for card, has fists. Tried to card and get out of there, I think was the play with CR Barry still a little far
I wonder
away.
if he was able to get it. That's the question. That's team play right there. That's what we love about this league. Okay.
That's so true. If you're not in this league, I don't know why you're not on CMSAesports.com following us to our Discord to join us, or going to shop.cmsaesports.com and picking up all that great swag with the rebrand coming out here as another fight breaks out. Lady Thor running here.
Ooh, and another team driving directly through. Lady Thor grabbing Jogon's loot and card probably.
Yeah, gets card, does not get car though, which would have been a decent spot to be in here.
Oh,
as
Lady Thor
Qualabin
going down though with the Lavender team immediately hopping up over. Unfortunate.
Saskarian again in this game here, hiding off kind of in the corner, trying to stay alive. We've seen this play a couple times now, just piloting that vehicle in the corner, and it worked out okay in that battle last time on top of, oh man, I wish I knew the POIs. As another fight breaks out here, two teams with vehicles.
Yeah, it looks like Zeke and Kaladin are getting out, and it looks like Elizabeth has been separated and is driving into the eyes of this red team. Oh, yes, the Karopi team is over here. Saskar, I don't know who to follow. There's so many things happening.
A lot
It's
of
like-
vehicles, I think, right in the middle. We're looking good here. Lady Thor still surviving below
Saskarian
a
was
quarter
able
health.
to get her up, which is amazing. There is a res van right here. I'm wondering if they're going to go for it. I think that'd be maybe ill-advised, but I'm interested.
With a fight breaking out on this hill, though, they might have their opportunity if they park that car in a spot that protects them. And there's upgrades for the vehicle, too. So, honestly, not a terrible spot if they don't get pushed, but it looks like
they're going to get pushed,
they're
unfortunately.
going to get pushed. Yeah, two vehicles coming in here. They say not a chance, taking out the building.
Ooh, unfortunately, it
wall
looks like
at a
Lady
time.
Thor is stuck on this and is not going to be able to make her way out.
Oh, Zeke, you're in a tough spot here, but you get away. Can Elizabeth go the same route? Gonna look to put down some damage here into the vehicle. Might jump into the vehicle, too. So smart, lying in wait.
Now, Lady Thor
Please
played
take
that
me somewhere.
so smart. She said, I'm just going to hang out. The car has more health than I do. Taking out Kaladin. All that's left now is Elizabeth. Elizabeth is down in the car. Sniped through the window.
Awkwardly sitting next to their friend now, and what a turnaround here. Lady Thor putting in so much work to keep the team alive.
Some more time, too. I'm wondering if they're going to get the opportunity to resurrect their friend. Doesn't look like it because immediately, of course, bombs go off. Lady Thor is down, and the green team is right here to make Saskarian's life hard.
That's it. Circle 7 here. This is the first time we've had kind of a flat area to fight on, and everybody is at this building. This is breaking architectural rules. I don't know how that building is standing at this point. Tone Malone flying around here, going directly face-to-face with another vehicle. There's so many fights breaking out, and I see one person fisting overhead. Saskarian trying to stay alive. Going to push into Zeke here momentarily, but we have 3 people alive for Magenta, 3 for Red, 3 for Green. There's a huge fight breaking out right in the middle of the circle.
Zeke almost taking on and doing a res there, but not gonna get away with that, I don't think, at this point in the game.
There's one hill to stand on here at this point. I know this gas station has been housing a lot of the fights, but there goes the gas station at this point. Rob Coulter piloting that vehicle right through the middle as Saskarian goes flying off into 2 other teams, though. Tom Malone alone, not just Malone, alone.
Now, I think Saskarian kind of lucked out there. The fight between Tone Malone and Mr. Raccoon really distracted from their presence there. Now, Tone Malone and Mr. Raccoon driving directly into the storm.
Shaking hands with each other as, again, opponents are in the same vehicle. Sheldon dropping super low here. Banty pushing in as well, trying to chase this down. And no, they're actually driving away. Sheldon going to be in the corner.
Down as well.
Oh, no. So much damage coming out. Funky Squid Pasta holding a group of 3 in this vehicle. probably at the best advantage at this point. Silas trying to push the corner here, staying alive. Banty coming back in, another team of 3 available as we get so small here in circle number 8.
We're seeing, though, this Lavender team is at full health, full shields. I mean, their car's at about half, but they're doing pretty well on the personal side. Mr. Raccoon is down. Looks like TTV Koalabin did get a bit of a reset, but not a full one. Kind of the last of the red team. Looks like TTV Koalabin is going to try to get a res off. Might pull it off.
This.
Oh, we got to see this. This is insane.
Oh, the team play here. I don't know what district they're from right now, but they are standing united in the middle of the vehicle, trying to take out building.
Oh, Rampier coming in, taking Mr. Raccoon out again. TTV Koalabin just barely getting out.
Yeah, you get the elimination, but you pay for it with your life as another vehicle manslaughter comes through the middle. That's 2 alive for Magenta. Might be able to fight their way out of this corner here. Official Genovia moving as Rob Coulter taking a bit of damage from the 2 of the green squad. Slifer and Silas staying alive in that vehicle.
I'm seeing Silas, though, with a tick of health. Barely anything. Banty getting blasted out of the car tragically.
Chase down. Official Genovia moving away from Banty. Banty had low health, but has a teammate nearby and will drop. Slifer forced to run away now. Genovia going on the offensive. Silas protecting Banty. This is odd number fight here still with Banty available to be rezzed as Koalabin gets the high ground.
This is a great place. Koalabin has such an eye for being able to, like, find his way to a strong position. I don't know if you remember, but in the first game, he was also on top of the mountain at the end of the game. Looks like Slifer is having a fight here, alone with TTV, separated from his team. But if he lands a shot...
Oh,
Silas
doing the damage.
Just barely getting that in. Insane.
No matter what the circles look like, we get that giant hill in the middle of it. You're so right. Koalabin finding himself in the right place every time, but it's Slifer and Silas. Silas putting that final slug into the enemy to end the game there. What a fight on the mountainside.
I cannot believe Silas was able to do that. If he had spent even 1 second in the storm, that would have been it for him at that point. That was a combination of significant luck and just mastery. Also, Silas was playing with all gray guns, which means doing the least amount of damage possible.
What a finish. Are they always like that, Jake? This is just amazing. My socks are blown off right now.
My socks are also blown off. I agree. Should have known better. Jogan is talking about Karma, the JoJo Siwa song. Banty, you ran me over, but you also got ran over. JoJo Siwa calls it Karma. Tragically. And Jogan said, I should have known better. And truly, Jogan, should have known better. If I had a wish, I would have never...
Nobody in this generation is doing it quite like that. Very impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, I've sung quite a bit.
So good. Happy birthday, everything. Freya's still doing okay.
I'm giving all of this away for free too. That's people are saying I'm a volunteer.
That's great content. Honestly, again, underpaid. Underpaid. And I can't believe there's 4 games to this, Jake. So exciting after 3. I don't even know what to do with myself at this point. Everybody was so on theme with the skin themes.
I know. What is the last skin theme? Let's take a look. I apologize. I was sending a message. Any theme as long as your team matches. I bet. Here's my prediction for this. We're gonna see a lot of cat people again. I just know we're gonna see a lot of cat people again.
It was a lot of animals. I saw one little piggy that was
So
fantastic.
many cat people.
Of the one skins I own, I did pull out the puppy dog. That's I think
Which
in the
one's the
shop right
puppy
now.
dog? Oh, is it?
It's the
I'm gonna look.
it's the backpack. It's
Oh,
a maybe it's gone now.
is it the
Oh
Kakashi's dog?
oh, I spent my V-Bucks in the wrong shop. Apparently, this is all Dragon Ball Z now. I picked the Billie
Oh.
Eilish backpack dog,
You got
which was
Billie Eilish. Okay, I actually do like the Billie Eilish stuff.
the,
I
the
feel like you did a
backpack
good
dog
job.
was fantastic.
There's a lot of dog backpacks, I feel like. I think the cutest one is the, like, there's, like, one that's, like, a guy who's, like, a, what would you call him? Well, I don't know what I would call him. I'm just gonna look up dog backpacks Fortnite, and then I'll share. Dog backpack Fortnite. There's plenty. Oh, okay. It's called... Okay, it's called... Let me share... I'm sharing a link in the... What's it called? In the Twitch. It's this dog. He is such a good boy. Gunner. His name's Gunner, and he's so cute.
What a great boy. I bet he enjoys ranch, like most Americans.
Okay.
What a great dog.
Okay. What makes you think he's an American? Because his name's
It's
Gun.
it's gun. It's that smile screams freedom.
I think you're right. I think you're right, and it's fair.
I think that's the REI logo on the backpack as well too.
I don't think that's... Is it? That'd be very funny, actually.
I don't think so.
Oh my god, it does look like the REI logo, though.
Very close.
He's so cute. Okay, can I say something that I don't like about the current world of gaming?
Yeah,
At
absolutely.
Least for, at least for Star Wars games. Okay. Have you seen... Do you know Outlaw? Do you know Star Wars Outlaw? The new game that's coming out?
Of course.
Okay, the little fuzzy axolotl guy who is so adorable.
Mm-hmm.
You know that? The thing that I don't like is that he's so cute. Why is she putting him in danger like that? Like, she's a really, in my opinion, a really irresponsible pet owner. And
Isn't that just the theme of Star Wars, though?
I feel this...
Put
yes,
things in dangerous positions?
Agreed, but it's like putting cute little guys in dangerous positions, which they shouldn't. I don't have a problem with Star Wars. I have a problem with the Star Wars franchise putting these cute little guys in situations. Like, Robert, who was Cal Kestis's little robot? The really cute little robot that Cal Kestis has. It's, what's his name? BD1, who is adorable, who's so cute, so nice. You're putting that man in Jedi fights? My little guy is there having to fight, like, right next to me while I'm fighting a giant Jedi, maybe dying, and then maybe he's dead?
Depending on what's canon for you, I mean, you could say the same about Grogu. There's so many side of the road characters, but
I don't think Grogu should see combat either. It's a baby.
Is it though? Canonically, how many years old is Grogu actually?
Well, if you're still not able to, like,
Somebody help me
talk
out.
or whatever, like, you're maybe like a baby.
I don't know, Jake.
I
don't know.
feel
Some
like
people out there
that-
don't like ranch. Some people haven't evolved.
BB-8,
It's okay.
you remember BB-8? BB-8 shouldn't have been in a fight. He shouldn't have been around violence like that.
How could
so
BB-8 move through the sand too? Okay, I can't get past this.
He should
Grogu's
have never been in
50.
the sand.
That's
He
correct.
should have never been in the sand.
I agree. It's a very, very smooth sphere. It
Right.
cannot move through sand.
Exactly. I agree with you. And it shouldn't have had to. It should have been at home having a nice little time.
It fits in a backpack too. Like if there was a backpack, if I
Yeah.
could spend some V-Bucks on a BB-8 backpack, I think I could stop this from happening.
R2-D2 has canonically assisted in killing many people. He's a battle-hardened criminal, and he
It's
is
a
allowed
battle
to...
droid.
No, he's not a battle droid. He's like an
Well-
an airship repair droid.
Designed to be in battle. I know he's a defensive weapon, but
He's not
a
a
good
weapon,
defense
right?
is a strong offense.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I
You
just
saw
like.
him.
Also, I don't think R2D2 is that cute. R2D2 sure isn't as cute as like BD1. I'll say that. Or like a little pit droid. I don't think pit droid should be. You seem to have paused.
It's the voice lines. It's the voice lines. R2D2 is purely about the aesthetics and the voice lines. Adorable in character. It's the
He's like
personality.
fine. I don't think he's. I don't know. I think, and this is the official CMSA eSports opinion. R2D2 is overrated.
It's a Pringles can that made me feel, Jake. I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, I feel the same way about BB-8 and BD1.
BB-8, it's a bouncy ball.
He's cute.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but
He's adorable.
But he's
adorable.
Nice. I feel like he's.
Rob has left the chat at this point. The
Whatever.
subscription is gone. It's so sad.
We're talking about R2D2. Yeah. What did you feel, Justin? Can you give us a little bit more about that?
R2D2 has more emotional expression than Harrison Ford. I'm putting it out there.
Harrison Ford doesn't need to have expressions. He's hot. That's the thing.
He doesn't. He hasn't purchased the emotes, is what I've heard. He's very cheap.
He survived a plane crash. Give him a break.
Oh, from a starship, whatever. Crash safety ratings are
No,
fine
Harrison
at this
Ford
point.
Survived a plane crash.
Oh, him himself. Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. So check yourself. That's all. All I'm saying is you're wrong, bad, and the only other pet that I think should be protected in Star Wars is Chewie.
Chewie's a pet. Okay, we're gonna come back to this at a later date because we're dropping out of the bus at this point.
I don't believe that. I just said that to hurt people. I knew that one would get a reaction.
Oh god, I want to find a purple crossbow right now and avenge my fallen Wookiee.
You missed last season when they had Chewie's bowcaster.
I think they still had the skin available like a week or two ago,
Wow,
actually.
this is a dense drop. Do you see this? There's one team that is on the north side, two teams in the middle, and then everyone else floating towards Brawler's Battleground.
We're going to see a light blue team entering the chat here in about 20 minutes, full items.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is intense. It looks like only one group's going to Mount Olympus, which is lucky for them. Looks like Redline Rig survived. People are starting to spread out a little bit more, but woof.
And if you've forgotten or just joined us here, this is still on the challenge wheel monotone. So this is gray guns only for the top 5 players, but we're seeing a big breakout in fights. Maybe gray guns only available for some people at this point, as Shenanigasm Rex trying to push out of Brawler's Battleground because there are 2 other teams. And honestly, if Ez has a weapon here, is at a good vantage point to look over the side here. Odd man advantage, 2 fights breaking out at least at this point. Sleepy Pandas is alone for that fight. Double yellow on the south end.
Surprise. We're gonna drop in. Who are the top 5? I don't remember everyone, but I know Koala Bin, Silas, Sheldon.
Koala Bin, Silas, Sheldon, Zeke, and there's one more on the top of the leaderboards here. I'm sure we have a way of figuring that out. We'll wait for the paid interns to tell us. Jacob Nectar is also
sweet Jacob.
So sorry, running the gray guns, and we'll fact check that at some point here.
All right, we're seeing Queef Erickson out here. Looks like he got a couple good shots off, but is being nailed from the other side. Didn't have a chance to take his big pot, so he's now stuck fighting at pretty low health.
Gonna try to pot here, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would try to do the same thing because, like, frankly, I don't want to fight at 0 shields. Just not a fun time.
So true, so true. Standing right in the middle, there's too much going on for people, I think, to even engage at this point. So T-Sizzle, though, dropping super low here as we're seeing really a three-man team fight. here, dropping Skylar Brookie.
Yes,
Getting
Skylar Brook taking out half of this magenta team. I know we saw Ezzy Sweeney over here. Now, Ezzy Sweeney is not to be trifled with, so I'm worried for this team. I'm wondering what Ezzy is carrying, though. Looks like she's got some pretty good gear at a full loadout right now.
It's still early though. As he becoming increasingly more aggressive as these weeks go by, it seems like maybe willing to run back in here as Queef Erickson looking to hold down the area. Ezzy Sweeney sneaking in. Can Ez find an angle here in the odd man team fight? Gonna
Now,
get a
Aiden
pro.
thinking he had a second to heal up, but Ez is all alone. She's running. She's trying. But she's
Getting out, maybe? No.
downed. That was a really smart idea to take that nitro so that she could break through the walls really quickly, but unfortunately, not quite enough. Took just a second to break through those. 2 jumps into it was 2 jumps too many, I think.
And honestly, I respect the play too. We'd like to welcome Ez back to the chat here. Thank you for joining us, I assume. A tough spot here, but yeah.
A smart
Seems
play
strong.
overall, really strong tactics. I think like she did a good job of hiding. If only if only Queef Erickson had walked in there alone, I think she would have been totally fine. But the 2-on-1 was just a little too strong.
John, you're so right. That other top 5 player, Jacob, is another stolen league player. If you're not already watching the league stream on Tuesdays, we have 2 leagues of League of Legends that play. We stream 1 per night every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you want to join us here tomorrow, it'll be awesome. But a huge laser fight now breaking out. Famously, the lasers I don't think are that great, but Queef Erickson says they are fantastic. Moving in with some damage here. Unlimited ammo, of course, but there is a recharge time as I think the weapon overheats or something canonically.
It does like 9 when I forget. Oh, dang. Queef Erickson down, but it does look like Sabine Saturn got out, but is going to engage with Sheldon. Might be a little bit aggressive to do this with no shield.
Maybe a little presumptuous. Yeah,
It was
that
aggressive,
shield.
and I appreciate it. And I think it's cool and fun that Sabine did that.
There's so much damage. India inside scoop on the reaction to that punch there. I wish I could have heard it too.
Same. You heard my reaction, which was a startled gasp. I can't imagine having been the victim.
Slifer in a little bit of a difficult spot though might have an angle on this fight. We see Qualabin running away in a vehicle here with team in tow. Silas and Banty with Slifer here in a decent position right around Funky Pasta, who I believe is down at this point.
We got Official Genovia. Official Genovia, I assume, is coming over to see if he can get a hold of his team's cards. But it might have been a little too aggressive at this point.
Maybe might be sneaking around the back here too. Not a ton of focus. He is gonna slip in there, I think, grab a card here. Maybe get away. Not a lot of fists available at this point too, and will drop here. We love the team play though.
We love to see the team play. We love to see people going in to get their friends. That was a brave call, and a truly moving loss. Like in,
I feel for that.
You know what I mean? Like it moved me emotionally. Is what I'm saying.
If I had the skill, I would do that for my team too.
The skill to have emotions.
Yeah, correct.
Got it.
I don't know what item that is, but it's a 6th item slot that I don't have.
It's definitely legendary. I haven't found one.
It's medallion related, and I famously don't understand medallions. Okay, machine gun available here. Look at this. They're opting to use the grenades.
Really? I'm interested. I wonder if the grenades are just better against cars. I'm wondering if that's it, because it seems to me
so true.
Like they explode on impact with cars.
As a grenade does, yes. Leaf Grief dropping here. A lot going down here. Actually, Stratosphere also getting smashed with that spike at the front of the car here. as we see Xander sitting on the outside of the vehicle with Qualbin. And Leafkeep officially going down here. Stratosphere not far behind, probably not long for this world as their last survivor is going to try to run. Oh.
Unfortunately, Sheldon was able to boogie bomb Mr. Raccoon out. Looks like he's going to try to blow this car up. We're going to see if Koalabin's turn here is going to pay off. Looks like Sheldon just missed a boogie bomb. So it might... Looks like Koalabin's going to disengage here.
Sheldon, again, Sheldon held to that curse of only gray guns. Probably why we're seeing a lot of these defensive shields used at this point. Going to sit on top of this car, and we have 3 people alive for this green team, looking so strong moving in to the 3rd circle here.
Yeah, I'm seeing, it looks like Koalabin and team are still pot-shotting this green team. May have been a bit of a bad choice, though, because these two do not have a ton of mobility, and they are now having to fight for their lives.
That Boogie hitting one, Heavy Crayfish taking the brunt of that damage, gonna be able to turn very quickly into Fist to get out of here, but Sheldon not letting him just run away, taking a lot of damage is Crayfish with the partner going down. It looks like over in the storm. No, they're fighting it out. Sheldon looking to put a lot of damage in. Actually, Qualbin turning it around, knocking Sheldon with a full kill.
Wow.
Does that mean heal available on the ground? It does not, which means the rest of the team comes out to finish Qualbin, but that's gonna be a card over to Zaderwolf and Sleepy Panda, so
Yeah,
Sheldon gonna be available to res.
Dang, that's unfortunate for Koalabin, thinking he just got a really significant kill, and now, unfortunately, having to deal with an immediate resurrection.
Yeah, Heavy Crayfish not really in a spot to be able to fight this out. Just gonna have to just pick up some upgrades to the vehicle and drive right on out of there. Hopefully your gas tank is full. Actually opting to go down and pick up the other cards, so Qualbin and Sheldon are available for res.
Yeah, and I
Zader
bet,
Sleepy do
I'm
it now.
imagining that Jess has also picked up Mr. Raccoon's card, which means more than that, we might see the entirety of that orange team come back.
I don't think this red team has had to fight this out too much. If I remember, they were on kind of that north side of the map to begin with.
Yeah, same with this slate blue team up there that has had just all the time in the world.
And maybe they engage each other at some point as they're the only 2 north side of the circle. But we're getting Rampier. I mean Spider-Man. I mean
Spider Rampier.
Spider-Pier. On a hill as Banty pushing in no one.
A ton of active engagements right now.
Yeah, good time to stop at the old quick trip here.
Oh,
Fill up
we
the
are seeing
vehicle.
an active engagement right now.
Elizabeth trying to get out of here. Famously, SUVs not that fast when compared to the souped up coupe here, driving into the storm, turning back around, and they no longer have anything on the front of the car to push out the SUV. So slight advantage maybe to Zeke and Kaladin.
Now I'm seeing that these people are all wearing the same skin as Sheldon. Boy.
Matching skins here is what we're looking for. And a lot of damage coming out of the beginning of that fight. Zaderwolf staying alive here. Elizabeth just riding through, putting a little bit of damage down as that vehicle for Zaderwolf dropping ever lower. Zeke pushing forward, knowing that still has damage on the front of the vehicle and forces them out momentarily. Zaderwolf dropping so low here, the rock goes down, but able to fist away. Sleepy Panda's taking the brunt of the damage now, is the only one alive for that team in the area. Sheldon pushes into Elizabeth, actually gets the knock here. What a turnaround.
Yeah, really strong. Zader getting a great disengagement there. Really, really impressive to be able to have that kind of presence of mind while you're being shot at from 2 feet in front of you.
execution style, and they got the juice down too. So full shield for that team now, looking to walk their way slowly back into the circle as we close down ever slowly.
I'm seeing
Island up.
Kaladin here. I'm wondering. Looks like they just left that fight. I wonder if they're going back to go and grab the cards of their lost friend.
We stand for a good teammate here.
Truly, we're dropping in on the red team, who has not had to engage in any fights at all. Looks like they're all the Avatar. Yes.
They're the last airbenders on this map. We haven't even seen them yet. So first time seeing those bald scalps.
Mm-hmm. And it's a good.
And they are, I think so too. Honestly, they're saving so much money on those hair appointments.
What I love is that they are all the Avatar State avatars, which means they completed the Avatar quest, which is very exciting. Oh shoot, there's a fight.
We love the commitment. And probably decked to the 9s too, are they? Given that they've been uncontested.
Let's take a look at
this
their
entire game.
It's pretty good stuff. I mean, significant amount of boogie bombs. We've all got mobility,
Yuka.
except for James L4. But yeah, they're doing okay out here. Oops, did not.
They're pretty well stocked for a team fight too, which is what we're jumping into. Void Eggs here looking to put down a little bit of damage. Trench Warfare is going to drop here. Bonnie running through the middle of this as an explosion occurs right in their face. But that's a vehicle coming at you. If you can't hit the boogie, there's
Bonnie
not much to do in a fight.
Down, and CR Barry punches Void Eggs into, like, off of a mountain and to their death. A really fun play there. We love a terrain kill.
That's the way to go. Natural causes.
Mars is down. It looks like they got a really good CR Barry throwing a med kit, I think, on accident.
That's a distraction med kit. Me and my weak mind would go over there and pick that up mid-fight.
Absolutely. Shenanigasm, seeing Sleepy Pandas at 1 health. Sheldussi getting out and getting some resurrection. Sleepy Pandas going down.
Yeah, red team gets wiped there. Finally getting a little bit of contact. Bonnie, now welcome to the chat, friend.
Yeah,
Good to
hi
see
Bonnie.
you.
You guys had plenty of time to hang out, didn't you? Looks like Yellow
So much
Team's
time
gonna
to
be
bond.
able to probably get to grab their friend and resurrect.
Honestly, a death like that for Red Squad is what we call an investment into the future games here, because you've had so much time to hang out, build some camaraderie. We hope you play together again in the future.
All right, looks like this orange team may not have noticed Betty Crayfish here a little bit behind her team, and I don't know if she can see that slate blue team. Doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. Oh, Elizabeth is back. We stand. Looks like Zeke and Kaladin went back for her, got her card and resurrected her. That is teamwork.
There it is. Race cars out and available. We're going to decide to go double car here to respect it.
Oh, we're seeing a storm fight right now. Shenanigasm. And Sheldussi. Looks like Sheldussi is chasing. Just barely missing.
Oh, gets just below, but will drop.
Tragic.
Some decent items. Doesn't need the most of it. And we're getting, again, another pushing towards the final circle with a lot of teams available here. Zader going to look to maybe pick up cards and res here to keep alive at the end. But Lady Thor now riding the vehicle.
I'm actually really loving this car. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Really good decked out car. We've got an SUV with a cow catcher on the front and a machine gun on the back, which is going to really, I assume, pay off pretty well for this team. Let's see. Is anyone doing anything interesting? We might be seeing this blue team. We're seeing them run away. Gonna hop onto. Let's see. Let's detach and head up. See if we can see anything. Looks like Jogon just drove that car into the ocean.
Parking it on the other side of the river temporarily, getting the buff from the underworld, I think, just momentarily.
All right, we're seeing Shaldusi and Sleepy Pandas. Looks like they survived all of the fights that were over here and were able to pull Sleepy Pandas back, who was previously dead. So that is some fun teamwork that made things work for them. I'm interested to see what's going to happen over here. Looks like they're trying to hide this car behind a rock. We're going to see
nobody
if that works.
moving. This looks so good as we have 3 teams colliding here in the underworld. One Zader, I think, barely making it. Actually will drop momentarily, and they're spotted out as Rob Coulter piloting that vehicle with Rampier pushing through with I Need a Bang, looking to push onto Zaderwolf, who dropped mainly to the storm here. Sleepy Panda's facing the same issues, but Sheldon very wisely bunking on top of that hill just inside the storm as his team drops.
Not able to provide the covering fire without giving away his position, but it looks like he's going to drop over onto Saskarian. Saskarian dropping a bunk, not a bad idea, and jumping away to safety, question mark?
Maybe enough time for Sheldon to go get the res on Sleepy Pandas here as we lost another teammate momentarily, and I think it will be as both teams kind of separate. Silas maybe looking to get some aggression pulled towards them. Lady Thor jumps in a vehicle and drives away. So yeah, we will get a res out.
Unfortunately, it looks like this blue team doesn't know that they're interrupting the stop of a res that could be really useful for them later on.
If only.
You know? It's impossible to know.
Not a lot of damage actually coming out of this fight until Lady Thor takes a fist to the face and will drop in the middle of this. Vehicles available to escape. Silas standing in the middle with Banty shooting out the damage towards Saskarian, but Joe says, no, let me push you back momentarily. Willing to step in the middle of this to protect their teammate, will drop themselves.
Tried to get a little bit of punching in and was not quite able to pull it off, unfortunately. But it looks like Jogon's last teammate, Saskarian, did survive the fight and is going to at least be here for the end game.
Yeah, Saskarian's been so sneaky all night, looking for those spots to sit for just a second. But vehicle advantage here. Rampier, Rob Coulter, and I Need Bang running around, destroy the other vehicle. There's one more left on the map. Banty looking to maybe walk back towards it. And we're getting great team fights here. A lot of teams still available in these final circles.
Yeah, I'm loving this positioning from the orange team here. We're seeing some really great, just like kind of control from here. You can just kind of lay down pot shots without really having to do anything in particular.
That's it. You have the opportunity to kind of entice people into fighting by getting people low, and we see that happen to Kaladin. They're taking a lot of damages. Saskarian still looking maybe to avoid some of these fights here, stuck as the lone green member.
And I'm loving what Orange is doing here. They're riding the edge of the circle and taking high ground. You know, we're seeing over here this purple team got temporary high ground on top of that roof, but not able to keep it as the storm moves in.
Hello. Last circle advantage orange team here, but everybody's about to push into you as we see Heavy Crayfish taking the brunt of the damage for that.
Now this is that oh my god, I don't know what's happening to me.
Coffee time, quickly.
I was trying to say the grenade launcher is really paying off dividends here for the blue team, as they are able to like kind of do some explosive damage over.
Rob Coulter caught on the outside here. I Need Bang and Rampier on the outside of the map. Rampier very, very low. Viper in a similar situation, maybe looking to res Banty, but
whoa, that is the orange team.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to. Here as I Need Bang officially goes down. Only one member remaining, as this is not a great spot for that bunker. Zeke just on the outside, gonna have to come back in.
Ramp here going down. Let's hop in on this gameplay. Now, this is a really smart position, but Sheldon is getting the boogie bomb on him. Ooh. Looks like he's
Great.
Get away, but only for a second. Fancy gonna see if she can avenge.
Silas with the good moves there, dancing off the hill as we see the same thing happening to Banty in a fight with Zeke. Gonna put the fist down. They're fighting and does get the elimination as Banty. Impressive. Silas going down at the same time. Sheldon dropping that boogie onto Banty. Banty dancing around here, avoiding the damage. It's
Sheldon
a three-person
down.
fight in the finish. In the fire. And Saskarian! Oh, gets the final execution.
Saskarian hiding as the last teammate runs in. What a finish. What a finish.
We saw it all night. Just willing to hide out when necessary, staying alive, and it pays off in game 4.
Yeah, if your team goes down, you just got to, like, carry on their legacy, and it looks like it paid off here tonight. Congratulations to Saskarian. Since I can't stop yawning, Justin, do you want to tell everyone who we were, what we do, and I'll post all of the links?
That's it. If you're not familiar with CMSA eSports, you need to get onto CMSA esports.com. Check out all the leagues that we have: Overwatch, Fortnite, League of Legends, Dungeons and Dragons, Dead by Daylight. There's a lot of other stuff coming in there too. Don't forget about the ARAM League. If you're looking and you see, wow, that's some amazing clothing you have, I wish I could represent CMSA outside of the Discord space, get on shop.cmsaesports.com. We have a lot of new merch for you. I, of course, have been your not Fortnite player, Gunny Hartman. Justin here, of course, with my friend, regrettably Jake. Final words here, friend. We need coffee. That's the final word.
Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all have a great night. We will see you next Monday. And hey, if you want to see more, League of Legends is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central, and it is just as much fun, if not more. So come join us. Bye.
Thank you